Warning.
We have been left unsupervised.
So we started a podcast.
Welcome to No Parental Supervision, the podcast where the adults are gone and so is our filter.
We've got hot takes, bad decisions, and zero sense of responsibility.
I'm Sunny.
And I'm Christian Panchito Romero Miguel Francisco Quintero Gonzalez Nunez. Or Chris. Let's cause some trouble.
Today we are reading Reddit.
Because of course we are.
Anyways, so basically, we are going to read Am I the Scallywag Reddit story things. We're not actually going to say the real word because it's a bad word.
It's a bad word. We can't be saying that.
Bad words are inappropriate and violent, and you can go to jail for that. So, where's Reddit, guys? What?
Just look for Reddit. I don't know why.
I forgot what Reddit looks like.
Oh my god, just search for it.
Oh, right. Found it.
This is my co-host, everyone.
Okay. Okay, should we do... Am I the scallywag for asking my grown adult child to please not smoke marijuana at my vow renewal?
At the what?
At my vow renewal. You know how people renew their vows?
You can renew vows?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know, actually. For funsies? There's also...
Wait, so vows are legally binding?
What?
Are vows legally binding and you have to renew the fact that you
I don't know.
said that?
I don't know.
Huh.
Am I the scallywag for canceling my financial support for my son's wedding after his fiancée catfished him to test his loyalty?
Ooh.
Should we do that one?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Uh-huh.
My son, 23, got engaged a few months ago.
Wow.
Recently, he admitted to me that he had been texting with a girl he met on Tinder. That alone already shocked me. He's engaged. And
wow.
That's obviously not acceptable behavior.
That is crazy.
But here's the twist. The girl on Tinder was actually his fiancée. Stop! She made a fake account to test whether he would stay loyal. And
continue.
And when he flirted back, she confronted him. Yes, what my son did was messed up, but creating a whole fake profile to trap your partner, that's manipulation. If you have to run sting operations to trust your fiancé, maybe you shouldn't get married. After learning this, I told my son I shouldn't be paying for the wedding anymore. I don't want to support a marriage that already starts with lies and games from both sides. Some people in the family say that I'm overreacting and punishing both of them. What's your opinion?
That's...
I think...
I see on both ends.
Yeah, but I don't...
Either way, she still should not pay for that wedding.
Yeah, either way, but I don't think it's manipulation.
To an extent.
Well, I don't...
the aftermath, yeah, it's not manipulation, because he was on Tinder.
Yeah.
But I think the start of it kind of is.
How so?
Because she didn't know that. I mean, unless she did know that he
what
did
if
have
she was,
Tinder.
she could have been seeing signs, but it didn't really specify.
Well... let's just say she didn't know that he had Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
She created a Tinder account to see if that man was on Tinder.
She was just making an account. So, so it's not really, helpful.
And then the guy... I don't know where to start on that, man, because...
What if it was a cover-up? Maybe she just really wanted to catfish some people. and then she just found her fiance on Tinder. And then just maybe like she was just like, oh yeah, I was just testing him, but really she was the one on Tinder.
Can you imagine if the guy like just found out before she caught him? You're like, why do you have Tinder?
To see if you're loyal. Huh?
Do you want to read the next one?
Sure.
Okay. Here. Read.
Oh wait, actually read the next one. Yeah, no, I can't read.
Oh, right. Okay. Am I the scallywag for refusing to babysit my sister's miracle baby after she refused to help me when I had a miscarriage? Should we read that one?
Yeah, read it. I need to see the reasoning.
A year ago, I had a miscarriage after trying for a baby with my husband for 3 years. It was devastating. My sister, 32 female. My sister, 32 female? What? Okay.
Yeah, sister kind of implies the female part.
Who never wanted kids, announced she was pregnant 2 months later. A miracle baby after a one-night stand.
Oh, a one-night stand?
That's crazy. I congratulated her, but emotionally, I was still raw. I asked her not to talk about baby stuff constantly around me while I healed. She said I was being selfish and needed to get over it. Fast forward, she had the baby, and now she's constantly asking me, 29 female, to babysit. I declined gently at first, but recently I said I don't feel emotionally ready to watch her child. The one she had after dismissing my grief. She blew up, called me heartless, and said I'm punishing an innocent baby. My mom said I need to be the bigger person and stop living in the past, but I think I'm allowed to have boundaries. Am I the scallywag?
As a 16 male, I can't really put my opinion on because, I can't have a miscarriage, nor can I carry.
I got you. As 16 female. Basically, I think that losing a baby is really hard. And, obviously, I've never done that, but, I know that people grieve all the... Shut up! That people grieve all the time about it. It's still, you're holding that person inside of you, and, you're growing a human. You build a bond with that person.
Yeah.
And... obviously, it's going to take time to get over. And, she doesn't have to babysit if she doesn't want to, especially if it's for her mental health and so she can heal from it.
Yeah.
Because,
see, as a guy, 16 male, obviously, losing your child in birth, it was a miscarriage.
Mm-hmm.
You're still forming that baby. That's still a baby. So it's that sucks. But at the same time, in the way I see it, is that takes basically a year to get that child, because this is 2 months after her miscarriage. And then that's an extra 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
So that's already practically a year. I'm not saying that she's going to be healed in a year.
Yeah.
Because if she was, God bless her. Can you imagine that?
No.
Being healed in just 1 year. Just forgetting about that baby. Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. I feel like that's your sister. Unless she was a terrible sister and never treated you right, then I feel like that's when it's no, I'm not helping you with your child, because you've never done anything good for me.
Oh, it says watch her child, so I'm assuming babysitting. You can just get a babysitter.
Have you ever gotten a babysitter for yourself?
Huh?
Have your parents ever gotten you a babysitter?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That wasn't in your immediate family?
Not immediate family.
But they were still family.
They were either family friends or family.
Huh.
Or I went to a daycare. But
Huh.
I wasn't an infant when I went to a daycare, obviously.
Yeah, because, see, I've never had a babysitter that wasn't, like, my grandma, my uncle, my tios.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had a babysitter once in my life.
I mean, I had my cousins. My brother probably watched me a few times, but also he had school, so... What else? She's not my grandma. She's, like, what we call a grandma, but, like, we haven't talked to her in years. Yeah, but one of them was a family friend's daughter.
Oh.
But
Yeah, it's always been tias, or my grandparents.
yeah.
Never had a babysitter. Next one.
What should we use this time? Because I used Scallywag.
Scoundrel.
Am I the scoundrel for leaving a family gathering?
You went from an accent to nothing.
Leaving a family gathering after seeing my sister's horrible food hygiene? Oh, what? Should I read this one?
Yes, I need to hear this.
My 35 female.
Is this written by the same woman?
No, they do this all the time for these.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. My family holds a family gathering every year.
My family holds a family.
This year, my sister Sarah, 38 female, and her husband hosted.
My tia's name is Sarah. My tia's name is Sarah.
Me and Sarah have always argued.
My tia's name is Sarah.
Stop. She's my sister and I love her dearly. But there are some parts of her that frustrate me. In particular, her laziness around hygiene. Ever since we were kids, she's always had a very carefree attitude about hygiene. For example, she wouldn't wash her hands in the bathroom because it was just number one. This has gotten a little better since entering adulthood, especially after getting married. However, it is still a big problem, not out of ignorance, but out of genuine laziness. We spoke a few times in the lead up.
My God.
We spoke a few times in the lead up to the gathering, and I tried to reason with her. She promised everything would be clean, but called me dramatic and seemed to brush my concerns off. Brush her concerns instead of her teeth. I know I'm funny. Okay, fast forward to last weekend. Everything is going fine. I'm helping to prepare the salad while my sister is cutting... Wait. Hold on. While my sister is cutting up some chicken for her husband.
Yeah, real good to finish that sentence.
Okay.
Sure.
She's cutting up some chicken for her husband to grill up. Suddenly, I see her pick up the same knife she had been using to cut up the raw chicken and proceed to cut up the bread. I asked her what she thinks she's doing, to which she just stared at me until I explained. Wait, hold on. Okay, it doesn't matter. She gave a half-hearted apology and went to wash the knife. At this point, I was extremely angry. Not only could this make someone sick, but our other sister, who was also at the gathering, was vegetarian, and Sarah had promised her that there would be no cross-contamination. Here's where I think I might have become the scoundrel. I put down what I was doing, grabbed mine, and grabbed my husband's stuff and went outside. I explained what had just happened to the rest of the family, apologized for having to go, and me, my husband, and our daughter left. While the rest of the family agreed with my concerns, many of them were upset about the fact we just left, especially as my husband and I were both meant to be helping with catering, as well as the fact we get to see each other so rarely. I do feel bad for leaving, but I didn't want to escalate the situation, nor did I want my daughter to get caught up in any arguments. Am I the scoundrel?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that
Okay.
is so stupid.
Like, I understand someone could get sick, but
it's like, God, you cut the chicken with the bread.
like,
No, we're
like,
done here.
okay, so they're, like, some vegetarians, like, literally cannot have meat. Like, they'll get, like, sick.
That's why I hate vegetarians.
Okay.
Don't cancel me, guys. I love vegetarians.
Yeah, no, you don't. Anyways, so basically, I see how that can be an issue, but if it's, like, such a big issue, just tell the person that, like, there was cross-contamination. Or, like, do it yourself if you're helping with catering
exactly.
anyway.
That's the biggest thing. Is, like, if you're going to be, like, all this with the food, make it yourself. It's not just
like,
gonna be...
Well, she literally said she was helping with catering anyway, so just do it yourself.
Yeah, like... Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't see how... Yeah, anyways.
Those poor kids... What?
Am I the... Wait, which one should we use this time?
We said scallywag.
Scoundrel.
Scoundrel.
Nincompoop.
No, we need to think of another S word.
Sardine.
Yeah.
Am I the sardine for breastfeeding my niece?
No! But I still need to listen to this.
What? I'm sorry.
I mean, I would love that.
Okay. My sister, 25 female, has a 4-month-old, and I, 28 female, have a 6-month-old. We are very close, and she asked me to watch...
Wait. How old are the children?
4 months and 6 months.
Oh, okay.
We are very close, and she asked me to watch her baby overnight last night. She brought bottles and pumped milk, and informed me she never tried giving her a bottle, but it should be fine, and left. A couple hours later, her baby was hungry. I prepared a bottle and tried feeding her the bottle, but no matter what I did, she wouldn't take it. She just kept crying. After 2 hours of trying to feed her a bottle, and then trying to spoon feed her with her screaming, and me being unable to reach my sister, I informed my sister of what I would be doing, and I breastfed her baby. I guess she didn't check her phone for several hours, because I ended up feeding her baby twice before my sister responded, and she was furious. She said I had no right to do that, and I should have figured something else out. So I'm wondering, am I the... Wait, what did we say? Sardine here. She hadn't spoken to me since picking my niece up. I think...
I personally don't see a problem.
Well, it is her baby, so she should have waited for a response. Because,
I still personally don't see a problem.
Like, you know how, like, people, like, you can't touch a baby without, like, the parents' permission? Or, like...
You can't?
No.
Oh. Huh.
Like, because babies can get, like, diseases. Like, they're very, like, not immune. They have a weak immune system.
Well, yeah, because they were just born, but... Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
This
is why I'm here. It's because I know more than you do.
Yeah, because see, if this was just me in this podcast, there would be so many people being like, what do you mean, this, and this?
No, but I think, yeah, I don't think she should have done that just because she needs to, like, ask first and should have waited. I know, like,
I feel like if it was, like, you're babysitting some random kid, then you were like, yeah, I'm breastfeeding this kid. Then I feel like that's more of like a, what are you doing? But that's her sister.
I mean,
so
yeah, but I guess it's really hard because you really shouldn't be breastfeeding someone else's baby. And I guess it's the baby's fault for not taking the bottle.
Yeah, the baby's the sardine.
It's the baby's the sardine. Case closed. Next one.
Is that the Niagara Falls? Okay, thanks for the answer.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
so glad.
Trying to find a good one.
I'm gonna change positions.
How about you find one and then I'll read it? That is interesting.
AITA for getting. Oh wait, for getting my niece the wrong phone.
What?
The wrong phone, apparently.
Okay.
I need to know what this wrong phone is.
Sardine.
Stupid. Am I the stupid?
Okay. Long story short, my niece is 15 and has an old iPhone.
Wait. How old is she and what is her sex?
My niece is 15.
Okay, but no. What is the narrator's sex and...
Long story short, my niece, 15 female, it has an old iPhone SE 3rd generation with a cracked screen and bad battery life. I had some Apple gift cards left over, so I decided to get her a brand new iPhone 16 256 gigabyte pink color. Oh my god, okay.
Oh, that sounds like a nice phone.
As soon as she opened...
What type of phone is it?
iPhone 16 256.
That's newer.
Yeah.
That's a pretty new phone.
Yeah. As soon as she opened it up, she said, "Oh, it's not a Pro?" It is now asking me to return it and get her a Pro, which is more expensive. I told her if she wants another phone, she can return it, sell it, and pay the difference herself. Both parents are upset with me and not asking her or clearing it with them beforehand. Am I the stupid? I would think that's a great upgrade, but maybe I'm out of the loop for what the proper phone for a teenager is. No, you're not this stupid because
You're not this stupid.
that's a newer phone than I have, and I know it's a newer phone than you have.
Yeah, because mine is like not as new as yours.
Yeah,
You have like a generation one up, because yours is a 15, right?
it's a 14. It's a 14 Pro.
Oh,
I think.
because I have a 13 mini.
Aww. Oh, Ma.
Hola.
Hello. Oh, you could have at least closed the laundry room so we didn't look like complete slobs.
Oh well. Anyways, oh, wait, what's another one we should use? Am I the soccer mom?
Am I the soccer mom? Okay, but soccer moms are never in the wrong. You should know this.
Oh, okay. Am I the silly goober?
Am I the silly goober?
Am I the silly goober for refusing to pay my stepbrother after finding him rummaging through my personal items?
Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna need you to re-say that.
Am I the silly goober?
Uh-huh.
For Mom, we're doing something. For refusing to pay my stepbrother after finding him rummaging through my personal items.
Yeah, no. Wait, is that it?
No.
Oh.
Wait, there's another one. Hold on.
Hold on. We're gonna read that one first.
Okay, sorry. Okay. I, 23 female, have a stepbrother, 15. She did not do a good job on writing this.
Wait.
But
I'm gonna need you to say that again. Just got attacked by a dog.
I, 23 female, have a stepbrother, 15 male. My mom married my stepdad about 2 years ago.
23 female.
15.
15. So they're 8 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so smart.
I recently went out of town and my mom and stepdad convinced me to let my stepbrother house sit my apartment and feed my animals for the weekend when I was gone. She did not do a good job on writing this. I agreed. It seemed easy enough, and he seemed trustworthy. We haven't spent a lot of time together. I was already moved out when he moved in, and we've never really spent any quality time, so I thought this would be This would in a way help towards that. Anyways, he had no clue I had a camera in my bedroom. Oh. Why do you have a camera? Okay, it doesn't matter. Anywho, I work long hours and have pets, so I like to check in. Anyways.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, that still does not. You still shouldn't have a camera in your bedroom.
No. Anyways, about the third day, I saw him in my room, in my dresser, going through my underwear. Ew. Even pulling. Ew. Wait, hold on. Okay.
Boys will be boys.
Stop. Even pulling them out, sniffing. I know, Mom. Sniffing them, looking at my bras. I immediately texted him when I saw it.
Oh.
It was a few hours later, and he left me on red, so I told my parents, which they fully brushed off as him being a young boy.
Yeah, boys will be boys.
Stop. When I got home, I also found my vodka was frozen. And obviously, I know.
Next time he goes, boys in. Sorry.
Mom.
Boys.
And obviously, it's been tampered with if it's frozen. So I was pretty angry about that. The house was clean and the animals were cared for, but I was pretty mad. I explained to him I wasn't going to give him his money because he shouldn't have been drinking my liquor and being a weirdo in my bedroom. He got mad and got my parents involved. My parents said I needed to pay him because the house was clean and the animals were cared for. I said that wasn't the point. He stole from me and invaded my privacy. Basically, this caused a big argument in which my parents basically said I was being a silly goober and overreacting and that I needed to pay him. I simply said I would not be paying him and muted all of their chats. My stepbrother has since blocked me on social medias. Am I the silly goober?
No.
Absolutely not. That's
not.
disgusting.
That is terrible.
That is so gross.
Why?
Why would you do that? Like, come here, thank you.
Hi.
Like, I wouldn't pay him either. I would.
There's no possible way you can do. Well, there's. Yeah, no.
Is my mic on? Okay, we're good. No, but that's really disgusting.
Co-host, everyone.
Shush. I think. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. That was just disgusting.
Yeah, that you're definitely not the silly goober.
What are good ones? Give me good ones.
That is awful.
What does that say? I don't know what that says. Okay. Okay, wait. Okay. Wait, hold on. We need another one. Sonic the Hedgehog hater?
No. Oh, wait. Yeah. Because there's not a single person who doesn't like Sonic.
Okay.
And whoever does, they're stupid.
Wait, okay, so pick one of two. Am I the Sonic the Hedgehog hater for refusing to let my roommate's new partner move into our shared apartment?
Wait. Repeat that again.
Or refusing to let my roommate's new partner move into our shared apartment?
Absolutely not.
And then, am I the Sonic the Hedgehog hater for telling my son I don't think he should marry his girlfriend because he's too young and naive?
I'd rather hear the first one.
The first one, why?
Because I need to hear the reasoning on why anyone would think that was a good idea.
Okay. I, 42 female, old.
That is old.
Live in a 2-bedroom apartment with my roommate Sarah, 38 female. They're old. Why are they so old?
Yeah, I thought these were like college students or something.
Yeah. We've been friends since college.
They've been friends. I am
Telepathic?
I'm a telepathy.
Okay. And have lived together for 3 years. Oh. Our lease is month to month, and we split rent and utilities evenly. We've always had a good dynamic with clear boundaries about guests, shared spaces, and household responsibilities.
Bless you.
Thank you. About 2 months ago, Sarah started dating Alex, 28. They're 10 years apart?
I actually know so many people that are like 50.
That's
and
so
dating
weird. Okay.
20-year-olds. It's crazy.
She's gonna be old and wrinkly while he's like... Okay. They hit it off quickly, and Alex has been spending a lot of time at our place, sometimes staying over 4 or 5 nights a week.
4 or 5 nights. 5 nights at Freddy's.
Okay. I didn't mind at first, as Alex is polite and cleans up after himself. What is he cleaning up?
Just don't question it.
But last week, Sarah sat me down and asked if Alex could move in permanently. She said he's struggling to find an affordable place in our city, and since he's already here so often, it makes sense for him to join the lease and split rent 3 ways. Here's where conflict comes in. I said no. I told Sarah I'm not comfortable with a third person living in our small apartment, especially someone I've known for only 2 months. The place is already cozy for 2, with 1 bathroom and limited kitchen space. I also value the dynamic
You got this.
we have as roommates, and I'm worried adding Alex, who I don't know well, could disrupt that. Plus, I wasn't consulted before Sarah and Alex clearly started planning this, which made me feel a bit blindsided. Sarah got upset. She said I'm being selfish and not considering her happiness or Alex's situation. Mom, what was that? Okay. She argued that splitting rent 3 ways would save us all money. True. It dropped me my share about 200.
There you go.
1 for each of you guys.
Thank you. We got cookies.
Okay.
Here.
I realized how hungry I am. Okay. You can't have this.
Here, I'm gonna take this one so that I have.
Okay.
this.
What was I saying? No. Okay. True. It dropped my share about $200 a month. And then I'm gatekeeping our home out of paranoia. Alex even chimed in, saying he'd respect my space and wouldn't be a burden. I held firm, saying I'm not ready for a new roommate. And that our lease agreement is between Sarah and me, not a third party. Since then, Sarah's been distant, and Alex has stopped coming over as much, which makes things awkward. I overheard Sarah on the phone saying she might move out if I'm going to be like this. I feel bad because I don't want to ruin our friendship or make her feel like she can't have a relationship. But I also think it's fair to want a say in who lives in my home. Am I the Sonic the Hedgehog hater for refusing to let Alex move in? Uh-huh. I think so.
You think she hates Sonic?
Yeah.
Why do you think she hates Sonic?
Well, it's
actually, now thinking about it, that's kind of selfish in a way.
like, it's only one more person. First of all, if she's worried about bathroom, boys pee really quickly.
As a boy, I can agree.
So, that shouldn't be a problem. Also, if he's already staying there the most of the week, like 5 out of 7 days, and also, she gains money, technically, because she doesn't have to pay as much for rent.
Yeah. I kind of see why she'd be like, I don't want someone living here, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, he was living there like 5 days straight. And then, of course, yeah, you get more money out of it. I don't know.
Then you won't have to
And then
live
it's
in an
like-
apartment with your roommate at 48 years old.
I'm not comfortable with him being here. I mean, yeah, because, like, we got a good thing going around here, you know? Just the 2 of us. Just
The 2 of us. We can make it if we try.
Just the 2. You're the other roommate.
Why am I the other roommate?
Cause you sing the song with me.
Oh, yeah.
Next one.
Right.
We established she hates Sonic, which
Okay.
that makes her poor.
Oh, hold on. Let me pause this so I can finish my cookie.
We're back.
We're back. We need another S word.
Shadow hater.
We already did. Okay, whatever.
We did Sonic, we didn't do Shadow.
Yeah, but doesn't matter. Okay. Am I the shadow hater for telling my son I don't think he should marry his girlfriend because he's too young and naive?
Oh yeah, this one.
The main reason why is because he's only 19 and I think he's too young to get married. They have no money to move out. They've only been together 1 year, and her parents don't approve of their relationship. About 9 months ago, her parents forced them to separate because they wanted her to focus on her career and not socializing. They confiscated her phone and made her cut ties with him. She finally got back in touch with him and feels bad about the abrupt ending. She said her parents don't want them to be together. She wants more freedom, but they want her to just work. I overheard them talking. She said the only way she could get any freedom is if she got married, and maybe they'd start treating her like an adult. He told me she's not allowed to speak to him, and her parents might get mad. My son took that as her saying they should get married. He's talking about seeing signs like seeing 222 everywhere. It makes perfect sense to him. He thinks this is what will rescue his girlfriend from her family and let them be together. I don't like his girlfriend so much, if I'm being honest. Plus, her parents likely are not going to let them be together. I think he can do better. Ugh. That sounds like those moms that are obsessed with their sons. Oh. Their sons. She's always asking for money. Got him to throw a birthday party for her when he's had no money. He spent his birthday money on her and bought her takeout. I think...
It's like 1,000 degrees.
Mom! I think she's using him, and I just feel like that there's more to the story of why her parents have so little trust in her. I've talked to her mom a few times, and she's never told me exactly what she did to lose her trust. I've just seen some signs, but my son's saying I'm projecting. Her mom doesn't seem that bad when I've interacted with her. Plus, she has a sister who her mom isn't as strict with. It's just his girlfriend. I kind of understand both sides. Well, it's like she seems like she's using him, like using his birthday money and stuff. Like
the only thing that I was confused about was the 222 part.
Oh, that's an angel number. That's why.
Is an angel number just any number that's the same 3 times?
Not 666, obviously.
Well, obviously. But I'm saying like 111, 222, 333, 444, 555, 777.
I don't know. Mom?
What?
Is 222 an angel number?
An angel number?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
Because I know 333 is 1.
And so all numbers are associated. So God created numbers. So there's always a number that ties back to a significant.
Yeah, so any number after 8 is terrible.
Oh.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because we all know it stops at 7.
It does not. It does not. Because there's 40. Jesus goes for...
Mom?
Oh yeah, Jesus.
She'll go on a tangent.
Oh, sorry. Bible study. I apologize.
We should have a Bible study.
I agree.
We should.
I'm game. I know some Bible.
What was I gonna say? Oh, like I understand because if she's like using him for money, like it seems like that, like when he doesn't have any, that would make sense. But also, 19, you can get married without parental consent at that point. So like he's an adult at that point, so it wouldn't really matter.
Oh wait, you're saying you can get married without parent? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So like he's an adult at that point, so it really doesn't matter. She can't really tell him what to do.
Yeah.
But also like I understand where she's coming from because if someone were to treat me like that, I would kind of like not.
Wait, did it say how long they were dating for?
A year.
Yeah, no. I don't think.
Well, Mormons get together after 3 months.
They're Mormon. I don't know what else you want me to say.
Never mind. You're gonna get canceled.
We're gonna get canceled by Utah. All of Utah hates us now.
Sorry, Utah.
And Hawaii.
What's wrong with Hawaii?
Most of Hawaii is Mormons.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The only reason why I know that is because of Kavika.
Oh.
Because he's Hawaiian.
Kawika.
Because he's Hawaiian and Mormon.
Anyways,
It's because Mormon after Joseph Smith went to Utah. I think he went to Hawaii to spread the word of Joseph Smithness. Sorry, I hate that guy.
poor Mormons just listening to this, like, beep.
That was
God?
so perfectly timed. that couldn't. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but oven? Is that an oven?
I think so. Mom, what are you making?
Food.
She's making food.
Is it for softball? Is that what I need to call it? And it was 27, right?
Oh, she's talking to someone else. Okay, so this concludes.
The first.
Okay, so
Yeah.
The first episode of our podcast. Podcast.
Yeah.
A dream guest on my podcast.
What?
You haven't heard that, Jojo Siwa?
I don't
Dream guest on my podcast.
listen to JoJo Siwa.
It was me. Okay, it doesn't matter. So, like, Shaka, I guess.
Yeah.
Bye!